your boy Stay Hot. We back,
Bruh.
everybody. Welcome to another regular fan show hosted by the fans for the fans. Vinny Fredericks, Bruce Juno here to my left on screen, ready to break down the weekend across all things sports, little college basketball, NHL playoff race. MLB is we're in week 2 now of the MLB season.
Full swing,
It's great
full
times.
swing.
It's great times, great vibes. Not great seeing snow on the ground this morning, but we keep
Really?
getting a
Is
little
it
bit
really?
closer. Dude, yeah, it was snowing a little bit yesterday morning too over here.
Oh, maybe
It's
I just
BS,
got
man.
lucky.
It's the Masters week. It is springtime. We should be done with the snow. But anyways, Mr. Bruce Juno, good morning, my friend. How you doing?
Good morning. It's been a while. Long time no talk, guy. I mean,
I know.
and for the Masters, they're playing in Georgia, so they don't need to worry about snow.
Yeah,
but
down in Augusta. They don't care.
yeah, it's been a bit. We've been busy with lives and stuff and
Hey, that happens.
whatnot, but we're cooking. We're cooking. We're still going strong. Even if it's a day a week, we'll just have a lot more to talk about, and
Yeah.
we're getting more figured out behind the scenes and whatnot, and so we're living,
We're
laughing,
moving.
loving, and
We're still
I
pushing
think there
forward.
might actually be snow today now that you say that, because the AA Mets, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies,
Rumble ponies.
home opener has been postponed today. So
There you go. Yeah, I know
maybe
they were
you guys have any
postponing like high school baseball yesterday around here, all sorts of stuff. But
maybe I should double check then what's going on, because
it didn't snow much yesterday, just in the morning, but then it was like 30 degrees and raining all day.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
it's
Good
April.
to know.
It's April.
Yeah. Well, the rain makes sense for April. It's just
Yeah, but like 30 degrees too. That's the part I can't get past.
Flowers and
April what?
coldness brings May, or no, April showers and April coldness brings May flowers and sunshine.
All right, so let's get to May already. Get to the warm weather, the
That's the
sunshine.
saying, right?
March Madness is over, so I don't care about this cold weather anymore.
Dude, but this is what's so great about spring sports, is because now there's the Masters, and then after the Masters, you got NHL and NBA playoffs, and then after
MLB
that,
all summer.
there's MLB all summer. There's
Then that leads right
Champions
into
League is
football.
coming down the wire. Not coming
It's
down
a
the wire,
great
but
time.
like it's
It's
quarterfinals.
just a great time to be a sports fan.
Hit the Drew Lock. Yeah. Drank my W this morning and I'm going.
I was gonna say somebody's extra energized today, probably because of that W energy.
Yeah,
From
well,
our
I had
GG.
to stay positive after about what? Let's go with like 17 hours that I've had Corey Seager just absolutely hating me.
Yeah, but you cashed out, right?
Yeah, I cashed out. So I had
Good.
I had to parlay $5 to make 1,700. First six geezers hit that I didn't think were gonna hit, and then I cashed out, and then Corey Seager didn't hit, and then I proceed to play MLB The Show this morning, and have Corey Seager hit 2 nukes on me.
Yep.
Posts 8 RBIs, and basically almost hit for the cycle. And I was like, I just can't get away from him.
Yeah, you had some names on that parlay too. I mean, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa for 2+ bases.
Dude, well, there was that. I think the most random one that I kind of
can't believe that one hit. Alejandro Kirk, MJ Melendez.
That's the one. Yeah, MJ Melendez. That I didn't think that was gonna hit.
Like, where are you coming up? Brendan Donovan, Ty France. This was the craziest 2-base parlay that I've ever seen. And the fact that it was one leg away.
Jarren Duran got it in his first at bat. Brendan Donovan got it in his first at bat. MJ Melendez got it in his first at bat. Ty France got it in his first at bat. Kiner-Falefa and Alejandro Kirk made me sweat till their last at bat. And then Corey Seager struck out 3 times and got pinch hit for.
I can't believe
Hey, we're posting up another one today.
Did you? Who you got today? Who's on the
So
parlay?
today, here's
Who's
what
on
we're
Bruce's
thinking.
big bets of the day?
We don't have a rosters set for today yet. So we're thinking Goldschmidt, Javier
No
Baez.
Goldie, Javi Baez
Yeah.
to record 4 strikeouts in the
uh
big year of
Vaughn.
2025.
Vaughn.
Vaughn Grissom.
No, from the White Sox. What's his first name?
Oh,
Austin? No.
I know who you're talking about. Not Vaughn Grissom. That's all. That's all.
Not Vaughn Grissom. Why am I
Who
blanking
was
on
it? Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn. Pete Alonso.
Okay.
Big Schmidt Pete. Conine from Miami. Brian Reynolds
Conine.
and Arenado.
Oh man. Well, I guess you got to get some pretty obscure names in there if you're gonna actually hit your parlays. You can't always just go with the all stars.
Well, Javier Baez. This is why I do what I do. Javier Baez has because the only lineups that have been set so far is the Yankees game. Javier Baez, where is it? He has he's faced Carrasco 7 times. He's batting .430, and he's hit a nuke. So
Fair.
and he's the only one in their starting lineup that's done anything against Carrasco. So that's why we're going with him.
My question to you, which is in reality my question to Google, Javier Baez last faced Carlos Carrasco on August 4th, 2021, in a game where Baez hit a home run off Carrasco.
Yeah, so he's hot.
It's been almost 4 years.
He's hot, dude.
Javier Baez has faced this pitcher.
He's
4
due.
years.
I don't look that far into it.
Years. No, I know.
I'm too lazy to look that far into it.
The only reason I wanted to look that up is because you bring up his stats against Carrasco, and I'm like, all right, well, Carrasco's 39 years old. He's clearly
Carrasco is an old geezer, which is even better.
Yeah, he actually, I will say, he didn't pitch terribly in his first outing for the Yankees. When was that? Let's see. Let's go to the stats here of the New York Yankees. When did Carrasco pitch? Because he didn't do bad. Like, I was more worried about him than guys like Rodon and Will Warren. Like Will Warren, the young kid, he's done really well.
Yeah, who I think the best pitcher in the league right now is, who's looked the best, should I say? Mackenzie Gore.
Mackenzie Gore has looked good. He's looked pretty tough.
Despite having a loss. Like he had what, like 11 Ks in his first outing, and then came out and lost.
It's been really odd this year that the top pitchers, I mean, they've still been, like, you look at a guy like Paul Skeens, he's done pretty good, but
he hasn't done as good as I thought he would do.
Yeah, he isn't like dominating out there on the mound like you would have expected Skeens to start off the year with. Let's see. Player pitching. Where is this? Here we go. I want to see who leads in. See, this is what I hate about looking up stats sometimes is you just, like, they don't always
That's why you don't look them up. That's why you just go with the ones they give you.
Yeah, you're right. Because I'm looking at the ERA leaders, and there's a lot of random names out here, but it's early. Like, dudes have had 2 games, and, you know, there's one guy pitched 9 innings in 2 games and didn't give up a run, and he leads the league in ERA.
Yeah, like Justin Topa. Yeah, he's pitched 4.5 innings and hasn't given up
the most innings. Hunter Green has a 1.31 ERA despite throwing 20 innings. That's pretty solid. Nathan Eovaldi, a 2.29 at 20 innings. Shota Imanaga, a 0.98, but he started off last year super hot too. Mackenzie Gore, this is 2.65 ERA, 17 innings pitched.
He's just looked so good though.
He's been doing real good.
All I know is in my franchise that I just started, Aroldis Chapman has a 37 ERA because I was tied at 4 in the bottom of the 9th.
Oh, that's when it became 10-4.
No. This was the game before. Was it the bottom of the 9th? Yes, it was the bottom of the 9th. Brought him in, first pitch, high fastball, and it leaves the yard.
Yeah, that's the thing with Chapman and Show. Like when you can't hit the
101 fastball.
I know when you're not sitting on that high fastball, you're never catching up to. I guess that's real life too. Like you got to sit on the high fastball till 2 strikes and hope that you don't miss it. Because if you make contact with it,
one pitch and he has a 37 ERA.
I mean, yeah, if you make contact with that pitch, it's gonna soar, just like in real life. But
yeah, or it's gonna come off your bat and kill you.
Yeah, I mean, to Chapman's credit, he's pitched pretty solid out of the pen for your Red Sox this season too.
He's looked good. He's looked a little wild, but he has looked good.
That's Chapman. He's going to be a little wild.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to be, high velo, poor control. He's going to walk some guys.
Yeah,
give up some home runs, but hasn't blown a save yet.
Send Richie Fitz back down to the Sea Dogs because I don't like how he has looked so far. But
yeah, he's got a 4.5 ERA. Yeah, but Fitz is what? How old is Fitz? He's got to be young.
35.
Right? He's 35
or 25, not 35. I think he's 25.
I was gonna say, you look him up on ESPN, it doesn't even have info on him. It just says position pitcher.
Yeah, because he just got brought up from the Sea Dogs.
Yeah. I mean, you give him a chance, see what he can do. Yeah. Worst case, you send him back down. Let's see, where's Chapman here? Yeah, Chapman hasn't given up a run for you guys yet.
Yeah, no, he's looked good. He has looked good.
4 outings, 3 Ks, 4 Ks. Yeah, he's done pretty good.
Yeah, he's not looking bad.
I mean, I give credit to your Red Sox. They went out, they spent money this offseason, and it's paid off. Crochet's obviously, we knew Crochet was going to be good, but you locked him up for 6 years.
It's just how I'm worried. I'm just worried because how long is he going to maintain? Like it could all crash and burn this season. Which
I don't know. Crochet isn't. I don't think Crochet's that old.
But being a starting pitcher,
not young. He's only 25.
But being an ace, being a starting pitcher, didn't he have Tommy John too?
Did he have Tommy John in Chicago? There is actually a chance that he did. Yeah. He had Tommy John in April 2022.
Yeah.
Return. I mean, he was an all-star still last year and comeback player of the year. Like, he's still got it. 25 years old.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, has he been? He's never been a true ace though. He wasn't a true ace.
I'd say he wasn't. I mean,
I guess he was.
You're talking about in Chicago historically.
Yeah, that's a
in MLB history last year.
Question. Yeah, that's
so, yes. There isn't real pressure on him there, but in what has he thrown? 2 games so far for you guys? I mean, only 2 earned runs in how many innings? 13 innings. Like it's still early, obviously, but he's pitched very well.
Yeah,
you have him for at least.
We got 2 guys in the MVP race too.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Bregman, of course, everybody's looking back now and is thinking like why they didn't sign him because he's been going off. But I just think he's built for Fenway Park. That dude's swing is perfect with the green monster out and left because he lines one out to left. It's a guaranteed at least base hit if it hits the monster.
Exactly. And then Abreu, best bats in the league right now.
Well, your Abreu's been ridiculous. I mean, honestly, all those young guys that the Red Sox have, Rafaela, Duran,
Christian
Campbell. Dude, yeah. And they just locked him up for the next 5 years. Like, the Red Sox are doing it right. I give them credit. Where credit is due. They're very good. I mean, you look at it's 8 years.
Yeah, Campbell's 8 years.
I mean, you look at this lineup. I know a lot of the lineup is question marks and young guys like Tristan Casas, Christian Campbell. You don't know what to expect out of them. And obviously, Wilyer Abreu is not going to hit 424 for the whole season, but these guys have decent years, solid rookie seasons. You get a good year out of Bregman after being in Houston. You get good old Rafael Devers back.
He's swinging the bat now, baby. He's making contact.
You get a healthy Trevor Story, and this Red Sox team if you ask me right now, I think the Red Sox are a top 3 team in the American League.
That'd be awesome to hear
I
from
don't know.
somebody else.
I don't know. I don't know who else I would put above. I mean, the Yankees I'd put on the same tier, and nobody from the AL Central. They're trash.
Dude, the
AL
NL looks
West, I
scary this year.
guess. Yeah, it's scary. I mean, you got 3. Well, we'll see about Atlanta, but like you should have 3 playoff teams in the NL East.
Yeah, you got San Fran, you got San Diego, you got LA,
Yeah,
obviously.
San Diego, LA. I think Arizona's a sleeper too.
I
think
agree.
they
I
have.
think they'll definitely make a comeback, or not a
Yeah,
comeback.
I
But
mean
like,
they
they'll
have in my eyes they got the most underrated rotation in baseball. I mean they just got Corbin Burns. They had Zach Gallen, Merrill Kelly. They also picked up Eduardo Rodriguez last year. I mean Brandon Pfaadt is their number 5 starter, and right now he's had a very rough year so far. I mean he's got a 5.25 ERA right now, but I mean historically he hasn't been terrible. In his career, he's like around a mid-4, low-5 ERA pitcher. But for your 5th, like
That's not bad.
that's okay. For your 5th starter, that's fine.
The Phillies look good. The Mets pitching looks insane right now.
Yeah, and the thing with the Mets is they lead the league in ERA right now, and they were supposed to be an offensive team. They weren't supposed to be a good pitching team.
Yeah, I know.
And out of nowhere,
the Cubs look pretty good this year too.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, they won the series a couple years ago. Or was that 2016? Was that actually like 10 years ago? Holy.
That was a while ago.
Wow.
I don't think they have anybody on their team from that 2016 squad. That had Javier Baez. Cody Bellinger was on that team. Chris Bryant. That's a name. Chris Bryant was on that team.
That's crazy. That literally feels like 4 years ago.
I don't know. What was Ian Happ on the? No, Ian Happ wasn't on the team in 2016. Could he have been? Oh, wow. Ian Happ joined the team the year after in 2017.
Wow, bud. All right. Let's get off this topic. This is making me feel like I feel like there's no shot that I was in high school when the Cubs won.
Oh, but we were. Not even just in high school. That was like our sophomore
freshman year.
Yeah, we were young. I mean, we graduated 2019. We graduated 2019.
So we were freshmen going into sophomore.
I still had a buzz cut.
I was not.
I had a buzz cut, and my nuts didn't drop yet.
Yeah, literally, dude. I was fucking skinny, and just I don't know.
We were athletes.
I was an athlete. I had a sick flow.
That was our athletic prime right there.
Oh, brother, man. Shout out 2016 Chicago Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
shout out the year 2016. 2016. I feel like everybody knows that.
Shout out 2016.
Yeah, because they knew that 2016 was going to be the greatest year.
Yeah, the Cubs. They said did they say the Cubs are going to win?
No, they said the Cubs are going to win in like 2015. It was like a year.
Oh, there was
2017.
a year. Yeah, I was going to say. I think I remember it being a year off.
It was a year off, which was insane.
That's nuts, especially because the Cubs were like low key ass.
Well, they were trash. They were garbage for so many years. They didn't become good again.
Year after, it's almost predicted and win the World Series.
They might have not. I don't even know when they made the playoffs aside from 2016.
Yeah, they were trash. They were a bunch of dump trucks, dude.
Cubs playoff history. Let's see. Okay, so they won the World Series in 2016. Oh, I forgot they did make it to the NLCS the year before in 2015. So they were close.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought, because I remember there's something, they were somewhat decent the year that Back to the Future.
Oh, they lost to the Mets. They lost to the Mets that year when Daniel Murphy hit like 5 home runs. And then the Royals beat the Mets. Yep. Okay. So before
a Bobby Witt Jr.-less Royals.
Hey, don't sleep on Salvador Perez and Alex Gordon.
Alex
Gordon gave me my only baseball that I've gotten from a major league ballpark was from Alex Gordon.
Really?
True story.
I've never gotten one.
Yeah, it wasn't from a hit or anything. We were in
stick.
See, all right, that's pretty sick.
Well, I didn't get the hockey stick. You tell your story first, and then I'll tell my story.
Well, we were at Camden Yards in Baltimore, and we're watching a Royals
Great
and
ballpark.
Orioles game. Great ballpark. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was raining for like 2 hours before the game, though, so we were soaked. The game got delayed. We're like, all right, we're toughing this out.
It's
And
so
you know,
open there.
yeah, and naturally, I have my glove, so I'm ready to catch some foul balls. We're like 10 rows back from third base side, like a little bit into the outfield. We have pretty good seats. So the first inning ends, the top of the first or bottom of the first, because yeah, Baltimore would have been hitting. And before the game, my dad is like, "Yo, if you get close enough to Alex Gordon, you know he went to Nebraska, right? Like, yell at like a go Cornhuskers or something. Maybe he'll get a reaction." Shit, you not. Line drive left field, right to Alex Gordon for the third out in the first inning. He starts trotting in, and I yell, "Gordon, go Cornhuskers!" And he just lofts that shit right over to me, right to the glove. I don't know where that ball is now, though. I gotta find it. But
nice. You don't even know where the ball is.
It was a long time ago, okay, and yeah, it was a beautiful moment.
There you go. Hey, that's all you can ask for.
It was a bucket list item crossed off. I mean, I don't. Am I gonna find that ball? Who knows? But if I don't, hey, it's still a good story. It's still a memory.
I mean, I don't think I've ever personally, like, I don't think I've ever got a T-shirt toss. I don't think I've ever got.
Oh, I've never won. There was not. Sorry, this is my last story, and then I'll let you go. We were at a Mets game this past summer, and I'm looking to my right for whatever reason, and as I'm looking to my right, a T-shirt comes and lands right directly to my left. And the lady in the row in front of me like turned around and snagged it so quick before I even knew that it was there. So I could have
feel
had one,
that.
but I just wasn't paying attention.
The closest I ever came, I was coming down a tunnel at a hockey game. I was like walking down the bleachers towards the tunnel, and then you know how it like splits to go around the tunnel. And I was at the top of that split, and I see the T-shirt beelining towards me, and I'm like, I'm gonna snag this, and it's like a splitter. It starts just dropping, and I'm like, oh no, and I start leaning over the railing.
No.
And I'm like leaning. I'm basically like hanging over the railing, and it hits my fingertips, and I can't get my whole hand on it, and it falls into the tunnel, and I see some like 6-year-old kid just walking out of the tunnel with their mom, pick it up and just start cheering. And I was like, I can't take it from a little kid.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That kid has so many more opportunities to get that shirt.
Yeah, I was like 19. Like I was like,
oh, yeah, that's brutal. We just don't have good luck when it comes to. Oh yeah.
Just really quickly, it was my 16th birthday. We went to New York City. I was at a Rangers game. Just because we were in New York City for my 16th birthday. I was like, sweet, I'll go to a Rangers game.
Fair enough.
Great tickets, like right next to the tunnel, like 3 rows up, like right next to the Rangers tunnel. Great seats, and we're watching the game. And so I'm with my family and then my sister's friend's family. And my sister's friend has a brother who's like 5 years younger than me. But I was like, yeah, I'll hang out with this kid. Why not? Whatever. He's a chill dude.
Yeah, you're a good guy.
And he's a massive Rangers fan. And so he's really like young at the time. He's like 10, 11. And the game ends. Rangers win. He sneaks his way into the VIP section right next to the tunnel, past the security guard. I'm obviously not 10 and small. So I get told by the security guard, like, what are you doing?
Get the hell
out of here. And I'm like, I'm not going to rat on him because, like, he's loving life.
Let him vibe. Yeah. You stay close by so you know when he leaves, but like.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to obviously not like get the kid in trouble.
Him out. Yeah.
And, all I hear is him go, Rick Nash, I'm your biggest fan. And I see Rick Nash hand a stick up to him.
No way.
And he grabs this. It looks like he's about to, like, he's got tears in his eyes. I was like, this is sick. So I'm like, dude, just give me the stick because someone is going to try and steal this from you. Like, someone will
Yeah.
take this from you. Let me get it to your dad because, like,
Yeah,
I
some
trust
drunk fan
myself
is
more than I
snagging that
trust
thing.
you not to have like some old guy come out and just like
Yeah,
take
and
it from
just
you and run.
yeah.
And from the 2-second walk back to our seats, not 2 second, probably like 15, 20-second walk back to our seats, like 4 people came over and were like, "Can I hold it?" And I'm like, "You can touch it." Like I'm holding on with 2 hands. I'm like, "This is no, we're not." And
Smart,
he's still
man.
got that stick to this day. He's in college, or he's in college now. He says it's in his college room.
My God, that's wild.
Yeah, but I've never personally got anything. But that was pretty cool because then his dad, I gave it to his dad, and obviously his dad, like he's got dad strength and whatnot.
Yeah,
and
nobody's taking that from
came
him.
up and tried to grab it, and obviously he didn't let go. And the dude,
so he cross-checked him.
Yeah, the dude just proceeded to continue to try and like rip it out of his hands, and he just straight shoved him back, and the dude fell over, and we just kept going.
People are so stupid, man. Like I don't
I
get
know,
how
it's
people
like-
think they can get away with that.
Yeah, that, and if you're grabbing something out of someone's hands and they do not let go, why do you think it's a good idea
Why
to
do you keep
continue to
going?
try and grab it?
You're just a piece of trash for trying to take it from someone's hand anyway.
You're a scumbag for trying to take it in the first place. But
I remember we were leaving a Mets game one time, and you get like sometimes they have the little giveaways and whatnot. So we got Jacob deGrom bobbleheads from walking in.
Okay. Yeah.
And we're walking out. I'm like, I really don't care. Like I don't need a Jacob deGrom bobblehead. If someone like people start asking to buy them on your way out, I'm like, if somebody offers me money, like shit, I'll take it. So somebody gives me $20 for this Jacob deGrom bobblehead. And then we get it. We're like right going into the train when that happens too. So I'm holding the $20 bill in my hand, drop it for a second. With my own eyes, I watch myself drop it, fall on the ground. I pick it up. Some dude in the seat next to me is like, "Yo, that's my money." Like, no, like shut up. Who are you fooling?
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh wait, this isn't my 20 that I just dropped. Here you go.
This is a different serial number.
Like, come on, who you fooling?
Yeah, bro, people are crazy. But
Man,
that's the world we live in, and we just live, laugh, love, brother.
Somebody offered, when me and Tori went to a Yankee game last summer with the Juan Soto basketball jersey, someone offered her like $60-$75 for hers. And she was thinking about it. If he got up into the hundreds, maybe she would have sold it, but
for her DeGrom bobblehead?
No. For this was at a Yankee and we got Juan Soto basketball jerseys.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, and now it's a Ben Rice basketball jersey. So like,
that's sick.
Yeah, the only tough part is which I guess I should have realized, they only hand out extra larges when they do those like apparel ones because they're not going to order a bunch of different sizes, obviously. So
that fit me.
Well, not after 75 hard, it won't.
Yeah, dude, we're down 33 pounds.
There we go. But yeah, I try to put that jersey on and it just looks like a dress. So like I still have it. I'm obviously never going to get rid of it, but I don't know when I'm going to wear that thing.
I can't wait to go to Fenway like a bunch this year. Just get some free stuff and watch the Red Sox. Yeah. Actually, I'm just for the first time in 4 years.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this summer. So many great games to go watch. I just found out Blink-182 is coming to SPAC for a concert in September, so that's hype.
Eminem's going on tour.
It's looking like a beautiful summer.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Inside of sports, outside of sports. It's going to be tiring, though. We're going to need something to keep our energy up.
Oh, yeah, especially when I'm driving 6 hours to Boston to watch my teams play.
I wonder what that could be. Oh, our good friends at Dubby Energy got our backs, though, luckily.
Shout out.
Head on over to dubby.gg, and you will see an array of flavors, shaker bottles, merch, different bundles. I mean, they got a content creator starter bundle. You got a founders pick bundle where you get the favorite flavors of the top 4 of the founders. You can get sampler packs. If you find a flavor you like, you can get, as you see Bruce in his hands, the nice tub of energy powder. It's a mystery flavor too. If you can't decide, go with the mystery. And it's real simple. Take a little scoop, toss it in your water, shake it, or you can dry scoop like Bruce.
Or you can dry scoop it.
You can always dry scoop it. No caffeine, no sugar,
Well,
no
caffeine.
artificial. Okay. No artificial.
No
none
artificial
of the, like,
caffeine.
none of the like bad, the fake caffeine.
Yeah,
It's got like caffeine from cherry extract and
coffee fruit extract.
there you go. So it's natural caffeine with no sugar, no artificial coloring or sweeteners, none of that crap. Just strictly clean energy from Dubby. And if you use code RFS at checkout, 10% off. Bruce, you use your 10% off to get yourself some Dubby energy.
Oh, yeah, I did.
There you go. And look at, and you got a
Bet
cool
your
shaker
behind
bottle to
I
go
did.
along with it.
Oh, yeah. I was drinking agua out of it this morning.
There you go. So, hey, you ever need your energy, whether it's for working out or for gaming, for getting through the day at work, W Energy got your back. And save 10%
they do.
when you use code RFS. Bruce, I realized we didn't really talk about the national championship at all. We kind of just glossed over it.
Yeah, we kind of just went straight to baseball, which was like not our plan in the slightest. That was like our third or fourth topic we were gonna talk about. But
Then it naturally just flowed that way. But
Yeah,
we should touch
sometimes
on
the best. That's sometimes.
I mean, yeah,
how
that's
it runs.
that's what makes a show. When you can just free fall and like have that chemistry with your co-host, where you guys can just yap and have it make
chemistry.
sense.
And the funny thing is too, I was just gonna gloss over it again without even thinking about it after I told the hockey stick story to go into hockey, and just because it completely like in my brain, I'm like, yeah, like we still got other things to talk about, hockey. But yeah, no, the national championship happened last night.
It did happen last night.
In case anyone was wondering, in case you forgot, like I did here for a minute, even though I watched it, because it was another fantastic, magnificent, extravagant choke by the Houston Cougars.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was a magnificent comeback by the Florida Gators.
Dude, first 35 minutes of that game, you guys should not have won that game. But
No. Will
Congrats
Richard is
to the
the
Florida
only
Gators.
reason that they were still in that game. What was it?
What's
9
up?
turnovers in the first half?
yeah, dude.
Bro,
It was bad.
They had 4 turnovers until like 4 minutes left. They were dominating the O boards and just the boards.
They were dominating the O
general.
boards all game.
And then all of a sudden, the last like 5-6 minutes, Florida starts turning over Houston. Florida starts getting boards, and
Couple and ones from Walter Clayton.
yeah, like Walter Clayton started playing. Like I sent you this last night. Like 2 guys on each side, 4 of like the best players in that game. Walter Clayton, Martin, Cryer, and Uzan.
Yeah.
Combined at halftime for 11 points.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, Elijah Martin didn't even have that great of a game. Like I said, it was Will Richard in the first half. Like
It was all Will Richard.
I was feeling all right going into the half because Todd Golden said at halftime he was kind of ecstatic. Like that was the worst half of basketball they played all season probably, and they're only down by 3. And then they stuck around. I mean they were a resilient group. You look at this tournament run, they were down 3 to UConn in the second round with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, they came from behind the whole tournament.
Yeah. Maryland, they weren't like down against Maryland, but that was a tough matchup. They had to pull away in the second half there. Trailed by 9 to Texas Tech with 3:14 to go.
Yeah.
That's insane. Trailed by 8 to Auburn at halftime, and then trailed by 12 to Houston with 16 minutes left.
Third biggest comeback all time.
Yeah, tied for the third biggest comeback.
Yeah.
Second youngest coach. And this is the stat I was talking to you about before we went on. So Florida's path to winning the national championship tied for the toughest of all time for a number 1 seed since the tournament expanded in 1985. The combined seed total for the Gators' opponents was 33. 16 from Norfolk State, 8 from UConn, 4 Maryland, Texas Tech, Auburn, so on and so forth.
All the
of-
highest seed. Like that's literally
They-
the highest
They
seeded run
faced
you can have.
they faced 2 1 seeds, a 3, a 4, and then 8, 16, which ties them with North
UNC.
Carolina 1993, who also had a combined seed total of 33.
Yeah.
That's
So,
just
shout
that's
out.
ridiculous.
Shout out your Sports Center 2:30 a.m. ESPN stat you got going on over there. But yeah, no, it was Houston couldn't hit one. They just
No,
couldn't make
yeah,
anything.
that's why
Jawan
Florida's still in
Taylor
the game.
or Jawan Roberts, sorry, just looked terrified.
Yeah.
And,
Then
and
Tugler
you
fouls
needed
out in
him
the
to
late in the
be-
second half.
You needed him to be on
Yeah.
point on the
I mean,
board.
he was
getting
3 for
over-
13. I thought Emmanuel Sharp was going to have a big game after he started off kind of hot. He had 1 3 in that game, but like he hit it early, and I was like, oh great, this kid's gonna fry all night. And then he only had that
but
1
instead
3.
that was Will Richard.
Yeah.
No, it
Yeah,
was
Will Richard,
dude. Jawan Roberts
he was
had like
huge.
5 or
And
6 offensive boards, and then just
dude, yeah.
didn't do anything with them.
It seemed like a game of 2 completely different halves. Like in the second half, all of a sudden the refs start getting more involved, start actually calling fouls.
Yeah,
No, they're not letting him be as physical. Walter Clayton finally wakes up. And
LJ Cryer wakes up.
Richard. Yeah. Will Richard, even though like he had most of his points in the first half, he had the huge strip. I want to say it was like 63. What was the score? Like 64, 63, I think. Yeah, 64, 63 with like a minute or something left. And Will Richard, swats the ball, or you know what I mean? Like swipes at the ball. That's the word I'm looking for, on a drive by Houston. Goes out off the Houston player's knee, and like that sets Florida up to take the lead and off the free throws. It was
that's great help, D. And you don't see that in college basketball. Because I
mean that helped D right there. Pretty much won them the game, all on the back of Will Richard. The and ones from Walter Clayton down the stretch. I know he only had 11 points. He only made 3 buckets all game. But those 3 baskets he made were some of the greatest that I've witnessed in a national championship.
Yeah.
Like the 2 and ones were so hyped. The 3 right out of the second half.
Yeah. Yeah. Florida looked good.
It's just
Bro,
it was a weird run.
What was Uzan doing on their last possession?
Was it Uzan, or I thought it was Sharp that jumped?
Maybe it was Sharp.
I'm pretty sure it was Sharp that had that.
Like,
yeah.
brother, just at least shoot it.
What's funny is the same thing happened Saturday night against Auburn. Same situation. I forget what the exact score was, if it was to tie or take the lead, but Auburn does the same thing on their last possession. Tries to, he tries to like pump fake.
But they touched it though. They touched.
Yeah, that one they called the travel or the double dribble, whatever. I mean, good IQ on Sharp to not touch it and get the turnover, but like there's 3 seconds left. At that point, you get blocked. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just
maybe you get
ball.
Maybe you get a foul call somehow. Like, just shoot it. But
like you've seen, think about it. Like the amount of weird shots, like crazy buzzer beater threes that have gone in to win national championships.
He could have chucked it from half court.
That's what I'm saying. Arch
and at least it would have had a
Chris
chance.
Jenkins for the championship. Like I
remember
that's your moment, and you're gonna do that.
Gordon
That's how you're gonna be
Hayward.
remembered.
The Gordon Hayward miss, heard around the world when he barely missed that half court heave to win the game.
Yeah.
Like those half court shots certainly go in. I'm pretty sure at halftime, I don't know if it was Sharp or who it was, one of them on Houston, like after the buzzer of the first half, just chucked up a half court heave and it went in.
Really?
So yeah.
I must have stopped paying attention.
Maybe that was Florida Auburn in one of the games that did happen. I'm pretty sure it was the championship, but
I do remember it happening during March Madness at some point.
Yeah, it was either Houston or the Auburn game, but it definitely happened one of the last 2. So like it's possible. And instead, Houston, I mean, it was a bad possession.
It was a bottle job. Been blowing state
the
or
Gator
national
boys
championships / national tournaments since 1983.
I mean, they've made the Sweet 16 in the last 5 seasons.
Dude,
and haven't won a championship yet. I mean,
like,
don't get me wrong,
no
winning
offense,
a championship is hard, but
no offense to the Cougs, but you've had way too many opportunities, way too many 1 seeds, way too many
Mm-hmm.
bottle jobs. Like
Yeah.
it's
I felt like this
It's
was the year
sad.
for them to do it. You know,
Oh,
if they weren't going to do it
100%.
this year, I don't know when they are. They were a 1 seed last year too, right?
Yes. They've been 1
Pretty-
seed many years.
They might have been a 1 seed the year before that too. Like I don't know. I don't know what else they can do to get over the hump because they always had good
They've lost
recruits.
to the 2
always had
youngest
good
coaches
teams.
to ever win a natty.
Yeah, that's
When they lost
That's
in
just brutal.
back-to-back years in 1983 and 1984 to NC State, and
Yeah.
then Georgetown, I believe, was
And
the
then where'd
84
they
team.
where'd they lose? Didn't they make the? No, they weren't Final Four last year.
I
were
don't
they?
think they've made the natty since '84.
No, they definitely haven't made the Natty in a while, but they were close.
They probably made the
Um,
Final Four. I just it's crazy how many like 1-2 seeds they've been, and
Yeah.
they've only made the natty 3 times, and this was the first time in what 39 years or 41 years.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's the? Here we go.
Thank you, Brownish
So,
Pastel.
last year they lost to
JZZ,
Duke in the Sweet 16. That's what it was.
YIJL for the message.
Shout out.
Sorry, their spam message. I was just shouting it out real quick.
Oh, hey, shout out. Yeah, so they made the Final Four. The last time they made the Final Four was 2021, and they lost to the eventual champion Baylor. There was Sweet 16 the
Baylor's
last
a
2
dog.
years,
Dogs.
Elite 8 2022. Oh my God. You're right. They have not made a national championship since 1984.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They are the pinnacle. That's the word we're looking for. They are the pinnacle
I mean,
of bottle jobs in March Madness.
in their history, since seeding became a thing in the tournament in 1978, their tournament history has gone first round, Final Four, runner-up, first round, second round, Sweet 16, Final
But
Four.
what seeds were they back in the 90s, 80s, 90s? Like,
All right, yeah. So 81, they were an 8 seed, lost first round. 82, 6 seed, lost to 1 seed North Carolina in the Final Four. 83, 1 seed, lost to NC State in the Natty. 84, they were 2 seed, lost to Georgetown against Patrick Ewing.
it was Georgetown.
12 seed, 8 seed, 10 seed, 13 seed for the next 4. Or actually, wait, hold on. There's a big gap here. 87, they were a 12 seed, first round loss. 90, they were an 8 seed, first round loss. 92, a 10 seed, first round loss. Then they didn't make it back to the tournament until 2010. They went 18 years without making the tournament, get back as a 13 seed, lose first round. And since 2018, they've made the tournament every year. And they've made the Sweet 16 every year since 2019, but cannot get over
There's
the
still a
hump.
prestigious program that is just
Yeah.
massive,
it's still-
massive bottle job.
It's historically impressive the way that they've, at least the last 7
They've
years.
made it. Yeah, they've
made
like,
it.
like they're a great program. They make it this far. They put together athletes. They've built their program up to be a prestigious school, but they have to get that win. And I feel like
Yeah.
they always have enough talent to do it, but something always happens where there's a choke job, a bottle job, anything,
Mhm.
and they blow it. And I just
And the
I
worst
feel like-
part is, I love the system the culture they have at Houston, the videos
Oh,
that were going
yeah.
around of them, the way they end their practices, having 2 guys fight for loose balls in the middle of the court.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's gritty. That's defense. I love the culture of Houston basketball. Florida just somehow pulled it away. I really
Mind you,
thought,
Florida was probably the best team in the country. Like
yeah.
the
Most
only
complete team.
teams that I personally thought.
I think Duke is the
Mm.
only team that could have beat Florida. I don't
I
think I
think
would have
Auburn
picked.
could have. I like Auburn blew it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the Auburn did blow it
Auburn
because they
blew
had
it.
them. They were up at halftime.
That's what I'm saying. Auburn blew it. Houston, but I think Houston. Obviously, I'm gonna say I think Houston blew it worse because of it being the Natty and up 12 at
Mhm.
one point. But hey, we got to see the best video of every year in One Shining Moment.
I love it.
That is
I'm
my
gonna be honest.
favorite thing to watch every single year.
I did not realize until this year how big of a deal that was. Like I've always seen them, get tweeted out or posted wherever. I used to never stay up and keep watching the broadcast until the One Shining Moment. Like championship would end, I'd go about my night. I guess because I didn't have that many dogs in the fight since Florida hasn't been back since 2014, I think. But last night, actually watching it when it came on, I was like, oh, so this is what it's all about. Like this is the greatest video of the year. I mean, from the music to I love the memes of like the people that are like the guy in the studio truck or whatever editing One Shining Moment, like his life depends on it. As soon as the Florida game ends and he's in there,
literally, dude, nuts. It's crazy.
What's funny is I'm willing to bet, and I feel like we know this because we've had all that communications, education, everything. They definitely have that whole montage done, except for like the 3 or 4 clips from the Natty. Like the whole thing's definitely already spaced. Like
and they're definitely like editing on the fly.
Yeah. And then there's probably like 4 people in there too doing. It's not just like one guy.
Yeah, there's someone in charge of like making one for Houston, someone in charge of making one for Florida, someone and other 2 people in charge of clipping it. So they have 2 made by the right after the game.
Yeah, so if Houston wins, they have that. Yeah. Like they have their system. I didn't see this tweet until just now.
One Shining Moment is just great. It's literally the best video of the year.
I love anything. I'm honestly, as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna rewatch it because I gotta.
Dude, I watch it probably once a month, like throughout.
Now I want to go back and watch every single year's One Shining Moment. Just keep going back.
It's like it makes me tear up, dude. Like One Shining Moment is the greatest video ever made.
Yep, it's amazing. I knew it was like. I knew it was phenomenal when I was doing radio yesterday and my coworker at the station, who's like 63 years old, was like, all right, I'm staying up for One Shining Moment. You better believe it.
Dude, it
runs that deep.
Yes. Like I don't miss a One Shining Moment and I'll rewatch them throughout the year.
Yeah.
Because
I'm rewatching
literally
for sure.
Like I'm trying to think of what video like
there's You I guess in all sports you kind of have montages like that. Like you have the I'm going to Disneyland Super Bowl commercials, doesn't compare. No. You can make I don't even know what kind of montage you would make for MLB playoffs, doesn't compare. And NBA, none of it compares to One Shining Moment.
It's crazy because they've been doing it for years and they're still using those clips.
Yep, it's like it's the perfect song. It's just
I was gonna say they picked the best song too. Like now nobody else could use that song, and there was no other song.
I'm like
trying to think of a song that would work, but I don't.
There is none. There's nothing better.
Like there's all those ones that use like "We Are the Champions," but like
I
think because it's so different.
Overused.
It's just
Well,
I'm saying One Shining Moment is just so different from what's like usually used, and it's so known for being involved with college basketball and March Madness and national championship.
Yeah,
it is just the greatest thing ever, dude. I'm basically like in love with One Shining Moment and with the video and the song. It is amazing.
It really is. And I mean, like you said, you really can't beat it. It's just it overtakes you. It makes you feel a certain type of way. Yeah, especially after like when you watch the whole tournament from the first 4 in to the championship and you see those those highlights from the early games too, and it kind of takes you back, like when you see that Derek Queen buzzer beater and you're like, oh man, I remember that. That was crazy. Like,
well, this is like the first one you've really seen. Think about like ones in the past where there's actually been crazy finishes.
Yeah, like the one with Chris Jenkins.
Yeah.
Or,
oh my God, dude, that's
the year Loyola Chicago went on that crazy run. Yeah, I think now
championship.
Oh man, yeah, I got to go back and just rewatch a bunch of them from like the last 20 years now.
Literally, dude, they're insane.
Honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this year and just keep going back until I get to 06, the first time the Gators won the championship, and end it there. Then
Fair enough.
boom.
I'll go back
There's-
to 04 when Syracuse won it.
There you
I
go.
think it was 04 when
No, that had to be
Syracuse
03 because Melo was drafted in 03.
03. Okay, 03 when Syracuse. That was a year off. Close enough.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think the only video close to one shining moment on like a tier list is the Tavon Austin highlight reel.
Yeah. I agree.
I think those two are like top two and untouchable.
I mean, I feel like there's got to be some that I'm just forgetting that are on par with the Tavon Austin, but like the Tavon Austin highlight reel is the staple of every
Dude,
young
it's
sports
yeah.
fan.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially
dude. Like
oh my god, what's the
I
song?
watched that when I was like 10.
I can like hear the song in my head, but I can't fully remember it.
Oh,
The Tavon, it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. But you ever watch Last Chance You?
I went from hell and back.
Yes, that's it. That's the
fire
one.
back.
That's the one. Oh, see now I gotta watch that too.
I think when like Trace McSorley came out, when that song came out,
Throw
I think
it
they
on
were
a
trying.
dime, like they
Yeah.
ain't even try.
I think they were trying to kind of incorporate a Tavon Austin kind of vibe, and I definitely think that's like a top 10.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they tried too hard to make a song
Yeah.
about him too, because they made one for Saquon too. Yeah,
See, the LeBron songs, those are funny. Like those
The
have
LeBron
been
songs?
hilarious.
yeah.
I love them.
The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar song by Lil Dicky.
I have not heard that.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Maybe I have. You ever heard Magic Johnson by the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
It's like their most like metal song ever. Like, MAGIC.
Did you know that the guy who made the Tavon Austin video made $0 and 0 cents off it?
Really?
Because he didn't have it monetized with the song. Because it was copyright.
Man. So he did
an interview like 2 years ago.
that poor, he's an unsung hero.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows his name, but
he was just Tavon Austin's buddy.
damn. All right, well if he's buddies with Tavon Austin, he must be doing all right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, did you see
Friends
that?
with an
Have you
NFL
seen the
player.
video where Tavon Austin, after he retired, he showed his kid, his like
He
1
showed
or
his
2
kid the
year old
highlight tape?
kid the highlight reel?
They got to watch it every year on Thanksgiving.
Literally, dude.
That's their family tradition.
I hope he has a great retirement, dude. I hope he has a great
Yeah.
retirement.
I agree. You ever
But yeah,
watch,
those two videos are never gonna be touched.
Never. You ever watch Last Chance You when it was on Netflix?
I didn't. I watched one
Okay.
episode and I
'Cause
didn't. I
there's-
just didn't get into it.
Well, there's one of the seasons they do it at I forget, Indy is the college, like Indy Prep or something, and the coach Jason Brown has like gone viral for being one of the most outlandish football coaches ever, like to be seen. Like I think at one point he got fired because he like compared himself to like Hitler, some crazy shit. Like the dude is mental. He tweets last night at 10:10 p.m. night Florida. His next tweet at 11:11 p.m. just the F word. and then like 20 minutes or then right after that, great comeback, Florida, well deserved, but
That's jokes.
and I saw that. It's like it's just funny, seeing like him of all people, like after seeing how viral he went for being an awful person as a coach. Yeah, like that makes me giggle a little bit. But man, what
Now
a
looking up.
national championship. I think I've liked probably 35 or 50 tweets about Florida in the championship. It's like every single thing that I see, I'm like, all right, that's dope. Like the men's basketball account for Florida posted a picture of Thomas Houck flexing and like all hype, like today's mood. All right, yeah, that's worth a like.
Oh, okay, TikTok. I know I haven't touched the screen in 55 minutes. I'm sorry. Inactivity warning. I'm trying to look up best sports videos of all time, but it's just giving me greatest moments in sports history.
Yeah, I feel like it is hard to.
Those two, yeah, I think.
Yeah, see, like I
those
look up best sports montages, and it just gives me movie montages.
Yeah, those two are the greatest sports videos of all time. Isn't
Yeah.
there a baseball one? Isn't there a baseball kind of like?
I'm trying to think. I feel like they
See, but I can't
do.
remember it, so it's not as good. You
It,
know what I mean? Like,
like it would be. They definitely do one. I think it's like the start of the playoffs, where it's just like a
okay.
big welcome to October montage. I don't know. Maybe I could find it. Yeah, no, this is just a bunch of legendary moments.
Yeah, it's something I can't. But yeah, those two, by and large, are top two. Because how many? I'm like, how many views?
Does what one shining? Oh, Davon. that
Yeah,
video has to have. I'm gonna guess.
Oh my god! Yeah,
I'm gonna say 12 million.
25.
25 million views
by Duggity Dog, dude.
Oh man, I wonder how much he would have made. Let's see, how much does a YouTube video?
One
A
shining
YouTube
moment.
video with 25 million views could potentially earn anywhere from 75,000 to 250,000 or more.
Yeah, and then like if you get any like sponsorships and whatnot from that.
Yeah.
Dude, the One Shining Moment from 2016 doesn't even have 1 million views.
What?
It's got 865K.
Was that was Chris Jenkins, wasn't it?
Yep.
That's insane.
That was for the championship.
Right after, oh, was it Marcus Page, the leader?
No, it was Archie Diacono.
Well, I thought it was Marcus. Yeah, no, but didn't Marcus Page tie the game with that crazy like?
Oh yes. I thought you said who gave the ball to Chris Jenkins.
Oh no.
I was like, no,
Yeah,
it was Archie Diacono.
What? Archie Diacono. Oh man. All right. Well, I'd say we touched on the national championship. We can get back to hockey like you wanted to.
Yeah, we can. Well, I mean, or do we save that for?
We could.
Thursday.
We could save that for Thursday.
I mean, we can't just leave this though. Shout out Alex Ovechkin.
Yes, we got to touch on that a little bit.
All-time leading goal scorer, well deserved too. All with the Caps.
And the fact that he did it in the same number of games as Wayne Gretzky.
He broke it in the same number of games. He tied it in one less game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Broke in the same number of games. And like I forget, because you know I don't know hockey that well, but I forget that Ovechkin lost a year of his career due to the lockout season after he got drafted.
Yeah, and he's been hurt.
Yeah. I mean, like he just got hurt. He missed like 6 weeks this season, and he still broke the record.
Yep.
Just ridiculous. I mean, I'm not gonna go out here and say, oh, wait, like he's the GOAT. Wayne Gretzky is still the GOAT. I mean,
no one's ever touching his points. No one's
just Wayne
ever
Gretzky's
touching his assists.
Just his assists. I think he has more assists than Ovechkin has points. I might be wrong, but like that would make sense. So Gretzky did all this while being a passer first.
Yeah, Gretzky is all forever going to be the GOAT. Like one's gonna but like Gretzky being in attendance for that game, obviously. But like going down when they did the ceremony in the second period, when he got it, when he scored on the power play, good thing, dude. I'm glad it wasn't like a tap in or anything like that. Like it was a snipe from the point. Yeah, Wayne Gretzky coming down, and it was cool to see too because, in my opinion, greatest goalie of all time, Patrick Waugh, is the Islanders coach. So Wayne Gretzky went over to the Islanders bench, shook hands with Patrick Waugh after they both like said congrats to Ovi. Ovi's swan dive like he did back when they won the cup.
It really was a beautiful moment.
Yeah, dude, it was great. It would have been even better if they didn't lose, but
still, I mean, you have a moment like that. That's win or lose. You're not thinking back to winning. You're just thinking about that goal going in
New York. Did it on Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go. If only.
Yeah. It was kind of funny. I saw, so like the night before that Saturday night, we all went out downtown around here, and some of my friends that went out like to the bars with us that night, I wake up the next day and I look and some of them are at UBS Arena for the game.
Oh, so you
I'm
had
like,
some
how-
guys there.
I'm like, how did you
Yeah,
turn
dude,
around so quick and go to UBS? But
I wanted to go. I wanted to go, but I was up in Plattsburgh.
yeah, well,
So
still sick moment.
would have
for
been a cool
Ovi.
moment. It was a cool. I had to
Um,
make sure to watch it. There's no way I
yeah.
wasn't having that on.
I feel like Ovi, like the vibe that I get from him too is that he's just a stand-up guy. Like he doesn't play disrespectful or anything. I mean, when it was oh man, who was it? Who's about to retire? And I remember like the Caps were playing against them, and a bunch of the Caps like went to the locker room after the game, and Ovi was like, "No, get back out here! Like this is the last time we're gonna play against this." Was it a goalie? I can't remember the name.
Oh, Marc-Andre Fleury.
I thought it was Fleury. Yeah, I just didn't want to sound
Yeah.
stupid, and you know,
Because the Canadians did it too. The Canadians.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
whole
yeah.
Canadians team did it.
yeah, like that.
Yeah,
that's just,
dude.
he just seems to carry himself with respect and like you know talking about breaking the goal and being like
You see the video after when he went to the bar and they immediately came up and gave him 2 beers, and he was
That's
just double
amazing.
fisting and he started like dancing.
That is actually amazing.
And he did it against his national teammate in Sorokin for the first time ever. One of the only goalies he had never scored on.
Damn, see, I didn't know that. That's
he nets
wild.
it past Sorokin.
And I mean, how can you not get romantic about sports?
I know he thanked in his speech. Like obviously, it's like the game's only like halfway done. In his speech, he goes, "Thank you, Ilya, for letting me score." And I'm like, that's the greatest. Like it's just awesome, dude. Like,
yeah,
now you got to
he
go
just seems
play
like a great
Team
guy.
Russia hockey with him.
Yeah,
It's
and you know
great.
he's never gonna let him live that down. He's gonna be like, "Remember when I scored 895 on you?"
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like he's like, "Thank you for letting me break the record against you." I'm like, that's just awesome. That's just yeah, you know they're gonna joke about it. You know, at Team Russia practice and yeah, but you were right. Like, how can you not have a romantic relationship with athletics?
I mean, from one shining moment to Ovechkin to all the other moments we're gonna witness this year. Great stuff.
When Ludwig Oberg wins the Masters.
Yeah, that's your pick for the Masters?
That's my pick for the Masters.
I got nobody.
Him or Bryson. Bryson, but
I know Scotty Scheffler's in it. I know Rory McIlroy's in it. I know Tiger Woods is not in it. I know Jim Nance is doing the call for it. That's about all I know. And I know it's in Augusta.
You don't know Bryson DeChambeau?
That I have heard that name before. Yes. I have heard that name.
Yeah,
dude, I don't know.
Yeah,
know anything
my pick's
about golf.
Ludwig, but I also might sprinkle a little Bryson DeChambeau, DeChambini.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Masters, so I'll try to do some research so we can talk about it and I can not sound like an idiot.
Word. Well, will we be here on Thursday, Vinny? Will we be here?
Yeah.
There we go. Then we can talk about it a little bit more on Thursday when it all kicks off in Augusta.
I got nothing on Thursday in the morning, so yeah, we'll be good.
It all kicks off in Augusta, so we could have you do some research next couple of days. We can touch on the old Masters on Thursday. We can
I'll get my recap page up on ESPN and
yeah, we can really we can look at some NHL playoffs. We can look at some NBA playoffs. We can live luxuriously. We'll see, and other stuff might happen.
That is true. Never know. There's still more baseball to be played over the next 2 days.
More signings to be made, like a Vladdy Guerrero, 14.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, we didn't even really touch. We can touch on that more tomorrow. But Vlad Jr., man, or I mean Thursday. But Vlad Jr. Bit of an overpay, but I feel like the Blue Jays had to do it. They didn't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Their organization was just going to continue to be poverty if they didn't re-sign Vlad Jr. I'm kind of upset because I wanted the Yankees to go after Vlad Jr. because I don't know how confident I am in them getting the Japanese star Murakami when every player from Japan goes to the Dodgers nowadays. But we'll see. We will see. Lots of good
Indeed.
stuff still to be had. We'll be back at it on Thursday with some NHL playoff predictions, if you will. Some NBA playoff talk. Maybe a little more MLB if anything crazy happens. And of course, we'll just have a good time. We'll yap.
Always.
Have a good time. It's always a good time. Vinny Fredericks and Bruce Juno for the regular fan show. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Check us out Thursday morning, 11 a.m. Check out the social medias at the regular fan show on Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitch, YouTube, all the good stuffs. If you haven't, hit that subscribe, the follow, the like button, whatever it is, whatever, what do you call it? Software? No, not software. Whatever app you're using.
App, yeah. Website app.
Whatever site, wherever you're watching from, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ding the bell, as Bruce likes to say.
Ding the bell.
Turn those noties on so you'll know when we're going live. And follow us on Twitter at Regular Fan Show for more updates about shows throughout the week. For little, updates on news breaking around sports and whatnot. And check out our socials at VFreds Media, at Bruce Juno TV. And we'll continue to grow together.
Exactly. We're one big happy family, and we're loving life out here. We love sports for the fans, by the fans. Vinny Frederick, Bruce Juno. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
See you guys Thursday. Peace.